Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kevin Griffith, and this is the Holler Barbecue. So my channel's been going for just a little bit over a year now. And about this time last year, I did a recipe on Huli Huli chicken. Today, I'm gonna recreate that. We're gonna do a little bit different. Let's take a quick look. So sit right there if you want to learn how to make Huli Huli chicken wings. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to do something to start off this video with that I haven't showed you before. So my Silverbac's been sitting for a while, so I need to clean it up. Now this isn't going to be a deep clean, but more of just a get it ready for cooking because it's got dust and all on it. So the first thing I'm doing is just starting with just a damp cloth, just wiping most of the stainless steel down just to get it looking back good and get some of that pollen that's been floating around the air. I'll get the fronts, the sides, the backs, and then get all the stains off the hood. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start cleaning the inside. So first thing I want to do is just take a wire brush and just start getting off the leftover sauce and food that's on the actual grill grate itself. Just because we can knock that down and get it onto the drip pan below. That way we won't have to worry about it. So I just give it a good scrub before I take out the grill grates. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and remove the grill grates. So we want access to the grease drip pan below, so we can go ahead and get it out. Now, as you can see on the grease pan, I have it wrapped in aluminum foil. If you can see how much stuff drips on it, this just makes it easier to clean up later. Now remove your heat deflector. There's not much to do with this thing. It doesn't really get anything on it, so just take it out. And I just shake it off sometimes just to get some of the dust off of it. Now I'm just going to take a regular shop vac and just start basically vacuuming up the leftover dust from cooking. I even go down into the fire pot just to make sure that's cleaned out really good. That helps with your cooks later and helps with things like getting flame outs and stuff like that. So if you keep this thing cleaned up and ready to run, you shouldn't have any problems out of it. Now for our grease pan, it's going to be just as simple as just peeling off this aluminum foil. That's what makes it, when you put in aluminum foil on there, it makes it way easier to clean up. I don't want to have to sit here and scrape this stuff all day. Now there is leftover, residue on the pan itself, but I'm not worried about that because I'm just going to put a brand new piece of foil on. So I like to use Reynolds Wrap heavy duty foil. This is the perfect width to go completely across the foil pan. What I do is just take a piece that's a little bit longer than the pan, and then that way I can wrap it under both ends and then just press it flat. Make sure it's flat completely on top and bottom. Leave no pieces sticking out, because if you do, that could affect your airflow. Now it's time to put this thing back together. We start by putting our heat deflector in. Now, if you can notice, it does have slots. It basically just slides right into. Shouldn't be sticking up on one end or the other. Then we just take our grease pan and put it in. So the bigger side goes down towards the right side. And there's just a lip on the left side. It just basically goes right into. And then just put our grill grates in. and then she'll be all ready for cooking. Alright, let's make a rub for our chicken. The first thing I want to do is add a tablespoon of kosher salt. And here's the black pepper I like to use. Get it from Costco. It's super coarse ground, really good stuff. You want about half a tablespoon of that. Then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of paprika. Then I'm going to come in with 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and about half a teaspoon of cumin. Just mix it all up. I'll put this recipe down in the bottom. It's a little bit different from the last Huli Huli I did, just by a little bit. Now these chicken wings are about half thawed out, but I want to go ahead and get my seasoning on. So we just go ahead and do a good coat. We'll mix it around, and then I'm going to let these rest for about a couple of hours. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Silverbac ready to go. So today we're going to be cooking at around 275 degrees. I've cooked many wings on this thing, and for me this seems to be the best temperature to do this at. They come out really quick and really good. And for pellets today, we'll be using a mixture of Grilla Grill's Pecan pellets and their Hickory pellets. Now while the Silverbac's come up to temp, let's go ahead in and get our wings. Alright, our Silverbac's up to temperature now, so let's just go ahead and get these wings on. There's no right way to put these things in, just layer them in. If you got more, you can add another shelf inside if you got, if you're cooking a whole bunch. But I only need this bottom one right now. And what we're going to be doing is cooking for about 45 minutes, and then we'll give them a flip. Alright, let's get our Huli Huli sauce made. So this is 1 cup of pineapple juice and 1 cup of chicken broth. We'll come in with 1/4 a cup of soy sauce, 1/4 a cup of rice vinegar, 1/4 a cup of ketchup, or this is barbecue sauce. I wanted to use barbecue sauce. Use a red one if you do. Then 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, about 4 cloves of garlic, and then about 4 tablespoons of ginger. And then just, ever how hot you want them, just a little bit of sriracha. Now mix that up really good, and then let it come to a simmer. We want it to simmer for around 10 minutes. Once it's simmered for 10 minutes, just go ahead and take it off the heat, and it'll be ready for your chicken. Alright, it's been 45 minutes now, so I'm just going to go ahead and flip these things over just to help with getting these things to cook even. Now I have cooked these without flipping at all, and that does work, but what I have found is you can get, like if you're looking for those good char marks on all sides, just go ahead and flip. And once these are all flipped over, we'll cook for another 45 minutes. Alright, after about an hour and a half of cooking, we're going to go ahead and crank the Silverbac up to 350 degrees. This is what's going to help us give us that crispy skin. And at this time also, you want to start applying the Huli Huli sauce. Now, the stuff is kind of liquidy, so just get it across the top of all of them. And we're only going to be cooking at this temperature for about 20 minutes, and then we're going to be done. So Huli Huli means flip, flip. So that's what we're going to do. After you've applied your coating and it's cooked for about 5 minutes, you want to go ahead and flip them over and then put more sauce on them. And then once they cooked more, you want to flip them again and put more sauce on them. So just keep doing this until your 20 minutes is up. All right, so after about 20 minutes of running at about 350 and just flipping these wings over, or saucing them up, flipping them back over, saucing them again, these things are ready to come off. Let's go ahead and get them out of here. How's that look? All right, so here's our finished product, our Huli Huli chicken wings. And I have to say, they came out really good. I know people are going to say this isn't traditional Huli Huli chicken, but that's not what I was trying to do here. I was just trying to come up with a different style wing, because anytime you're having parties, football games, basketball games, anything like that, it never hurts to have too many different flavors of wings. As a matter of fact, put a comment below. Let me know what your favorite wing flavor is. Let me go ahead and try these now. I'm going to grab one of the little drumettes. They're definitely still very hot, but also they're very excellent. That Huli Huli sauce from Amazing Ribs, man, it's a really good sauce. Now, if you wanted to, you could probably put more on here, just like you would do a traditional wing where you put the sauce on after. But Huli Huli chicken, you're supposed to cook it and flip it over, cook it, flip it over. So that's why I did it this way. And I didn't really want any more sauce on there because I was trying to preserve the skin a little bit. That's why we cranked the Silverbac up, was to get a little bit crispier skin. But you know, as you're putting sauce on while it's cooking, it's kind of hard to preserve that. This one did pretty good. It's still pretty crispy. And like I said, if you wanted more Huli Huli sauce, go ahead and put it on then. Let me try one of these ones. Well, one of the bones pulled out with it. It's still warm too. It was super good, guys. It's got many layers of flavor with this sauce. All right, that's gonna be it for this cook. If you do me a favor, if you do this cook, put a comment below. Let me know what you think. And guys, if you want to come hang out with me on Facebook, hit that Facebook button on my banner right there. It'll take you to my Facebook page where you can come in there, you can chat with me, we can discuss barbecue, we can discuss equipment, whatever you want to discuss. And as always, if you got any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And always, holler back.